How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham, taking place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tomorrow. Do you know what? I'm in a totally different headspace now in terms of Forest than I was this time on Monday. Let's say, maybe not Monday. This time, let's say on Saturday morning, going into the Palace game, I was a little bit like, doom and gloom, just drew with Luton, and then the international break kind of didn't help with having no Forest to kind of sort of keep me going. Obviously, I do actually like the international break. I don't love it, but I don't hate it like some people do. I quite like a bit of England, but I digress from the point. Now looking at Forest after that fantastic win against Fulham, it really changed my whole mindset. Like, I was going into it and I was like, we were probably going to lose. Fulham were a decent side, but we won 3-1. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And we played some of the best football that we've played in a very, very long time, which is fantastic to see. Really encouraging and really good for the future. And now I'm in a headspace of, we're going to stay up. Next season we're going to push for mid-table. We're not going to be in a relegation scrap. All's going to be good, this, that and the other. A couple of additions and we'll be absolutely flying. And it's lovely how football does that to you. You go from thinking we've got absolutely no chance, we're going down, to now thinking we're going to finish mid-table next year and crack on. And it's great. It's great. Being life of a football fan is very up and down if you support a club like ours. But yeah, going into this Tottenham game then, I do see us coming to Tottenham Stadium and not getting anything from it, or any, maybe putting in a performance but not getting the 3 points or maybe even a point in itself. I do see Tottenham beating us, unfortunately. They've got some fantastic players, and I think there might be a step too far for us to go there and win. But you never know. I didn't think we'd beat Fulham, and we did. I could maybe see us, looking at getting a point or I mean, you never know. We could get a win. I don't think we will, but we could do. I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying it's absolutely impossible. It's not the Etihad that we're going to. It's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they've been beaten by teams that they should have been beating this season. Look at Fulham away. They lost 3-0 there. They struggled with Luton last Saturday, so that does give me a bit of hope, a little bit of something to hold on to. But I do see Tottenham probably winning this one. But again, that's not going to be the be-all and end-all of our season. We're currently 3 points adrift of the relegation zone, which is pretty cool. We just got to better what Luton, or equal really, what Luton do. And I can't remember off the top of my head who they've got. I'm pretty sure it's someone like City. I could be wrong, but I know they've got the likes of City. And one or two others to play, who are going to be a tricky fixture for them. So I think if we can continue to do that, we'll be fine. In this one, like I say, I said it a lot last season. There's teams that we play against and games that we play that aren't going to define our season. This is one of them. Tottenham away, I don't think that's really what's going to define our season. I'd love to win there, of course. I think every Forest fan would. Do I think we will? Probably not. Out of the top 6 or the big 6, they're one that I think we might be able to get something from. The other one being Chelsea. We've already beaten Chelsea this season. I could see us doing something against them at home. But yeah, I could see us maybe getting something. I know our away form isn't great, but we could get something. I'm predicting a loss, but I'm not completely ruling out the fact that we could get something from this game. Looking at the fixture then that we just played against Fulham, some absolutely outstanding performances. Let me just talk on the man, Morgan Gibbs-White. I absolutely love that bloke. He's just incredible. He's just incredible at football. He's different gravy, that guy. Absolutely unreal. That pass for the Callum Hudson-Odoi goal. Oh my goodness. That was just incredible. The outside of the boot, it's like he saw that tifo and just pulled off some magic powers and managed to just absolutely have the game of his career. It was just unreal. It was just absolutely unreal. Magnificent from him. Hudson-Odoi looking really, really good on that left-hand side. Sells in goal, a reliable pair of hands, which is something that we haven't had for a little while now. The defence played really well. Murillo and Omar Mamadeli, I really like those two. I think those two are going to make a really good partnership. If Murillo stays, I don't see him staying, but Omar Mamadeli is someone that can really become a stalwart in this side. Is that what the word is? I think it is. Because when he came in, he wasn't being picked, and people were saying, "Oh, why did we buy him?" One of these like Josh Bowler type signings, so we bought him, and he's probably come in to be loaned out and never really going to play. But he got given his chance. He took it with both hands. He's been really, really good. I don't think he's made too many mistakes, if any. I think he scored an own goal. Who was it against? It's just gone out of my mind. Was it Brighton? I think it was Brighton. He scored no goal in. But other than that, you can't fault his performances. He's been really good. For me, I'd probably, if possible, go with an unchanged lineup. Chris Wood's been banging them in. He's an absolute machine, that guy. And I hold my hands up, and a lot of fans do. And we say that when we signed him, I think it was like 15 million. I was thinking, what on earth has gone on here? I think he had to play like 2 games on loan, and then it was a mandatory future fee. And I was thinking, what the heck's gone on here? Like, why have we done that? But he's proved us all wrong. He's been massive for us this season. In the absence of Taiwo, who's not been able to keep fit. Last season Taiwo was the guy we're pinning all our hopes on, hoping that he could stay fit this season and would be cooking. He hasn't been able to do that, but Chris Wood stepped up in his place and he's done amazingly well. I think that's 11 goals for him this season, and I can see that tally only improving. That goal against that goal against Fulham, I have no idea what Leno was doing. Like, it was so weird from him. He got kind of caught like flat-footed on his heels, and it was a lovely finish from Woody Boy. But yeah, I'd go with an unchanged lineup if I can. Great to see that Wood and Ola Aina have extended their contracts with the club. That's massive for us. I really like both of those as players, and they seem like great people as well. So that's really good to have them around the squad. But for me, I don't want to change anything really. Sells made some big saves. Got nominated for Save of the Month actually for last month with a save against Liverpool. The back four, Neco for me is fantastic. I've touched on the two centre halves already. And then Olareina at left back, solid back four for me. I'm really happy with that. Two full backs who aren't afraid to get forward, but then also they can get themselves back and defend. Midfield, Danilo, I mean, he just turns into a monster when it comes to this time of the year, and so does Forest, really. Last season it came to April and May, we just turned into prime Brazil, sorry. It's just wild, like, we could really struggle for large periods of the season, and then it just hits April, and like, Danilo turns into, who can we liken him to? I'm trying to think from that Brazil side. My mind's gone completely blank. Who played centre midfield for them? I don't know. Let's just say he turns into prime Kaká or whatever. Gibbs White just turned into a monster. It's brilliant. It really is. And what I would like to see is the form in April and May spread out a bit more throughout the season, so we get to this point in the season and we're not absolutely bricking it thinking, are we going to stay up? We're a bit more comfortable, but look, it doesn't matter. As long as we stay up, that's all that I care about. The front three behind the striker, like I mentioned, Gibbs White, Alanga and Hudson-Odoi, he looks like he's on form. He looks like he's enjoying his football. I'm pretty sure he scored more goals for us than he did for Chelsea in like 50 less appearances, which is really good. I'm really happy for him. And then obviously big man Chris Wood up top. I could see us, like I say, getting something. I don't think we will, but I could see us getting something. I wouldn't be too surprised if we bagged a point, but I could see us also, unfortunately, coming a bit short of this one. Tottenham are a very good side. Postecoglou's got them playing some lovely football. They've got some really good players in their side. I really like Udogie, Van der Ven. Obviously, Brennan. I think it was the first time that we see Brennan. No, actually, no. Brennan played against us in December, didn't he? He went off injured, I believe. Son. We all know about Son. Maddison, cracking player. So it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. We're April Nottingham Forest, so we might get something, but I'm not going to hold my breath. If I'm going to go for a scoreline, unfortunately, I'm going to say 2-1 Tottenham, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did get something. I want to really back the boys and really think, oh yeah, we're Nottingham Forest, we're playing fantastically at the moment, let's get the win. I'm going to be sensible, I'm going to go with the 2-1 loss, but we could do something. If Tottenham aren't on it, we could really do something. So let us know in the comment section down below what you think will happen in the game, all your thoughts on that, your starting lineup, your score prediction, all that good stuff. And if you did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new around here, and come on, you ready?